We're devastated, upset, angry, hurt. Over and over again, we keep coming to the system, asking the system to let us know that our lives have value.
Just like everybody else has vigilantes, we need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud. How about we do the same?
That was a lawyer for Jordan Neely's family, followed by a founder of Black Lives Matter New York. Breaking today, a jury has found retired Marine Daniel Penny not guilty of negligent homicide in the death of Neely on a New York City subway last year. Judge Jeanine Pirro has jumped in the chair for us to react, co-host of The Five. Judge, welcome. You have been on every minute of this trial. Yeah. What are your initial thoughts and reaction?
Well, my initial thoughts were when they said that they had a verdict, I said, oh my gosh, this is too soon. They were conflicted on the man too. They couldn't reach an agreement. And then all of a sudden I found out it was not guilty, which tells me that, you know, whatever questions they had on Friday, they resolved. And look, New York needed this and America needed this. People need to be able, in a society where we readily admit that we don't have the police that we need, that they've been defunded, they are not everywhere, they're certainly not in the subway. And if someone comes in the subway and says, I'm going to kill an MF for today, and I don't care if I go to jail for the rest of my life, and people are so petrified that they feel like they're going to pass out, or they hide their head, or a woman takes a carriage to bring her baby closer to her, you hope that you've got Danny Penny on that subway car to protect you. And you know, I'm really outraged at these people who are saying, we need someone back. How about we do some vigilantism? You know what? Where were you when Jordan Neely was on the list of 50 of the most needy, homeless and mentally ill people in New York City, a city of 8 million people? This guy had open warrants for assaulting people on the subway. He had 42 arrests in 7 years. Where were you? And let's not kid ourselves. The guy was 30 years old. He was 6'2". He was taller than Danny Penny. He was crouched, threatening to kill on a moving, locked subway car underground. What are you supposed to do? Just let him attack people? Yeah. And in the end, Danny Penny did not believe that he had used deadly physical force. He held him until the police came.
Perhaps that's why this is so important. This is a Black Lives Matter activist slamming the white jury in this Penny case, and I want to get your thoughts out of it. Listen.
Forgive me for being jaded and cynical, but once we saw those non-white jurors, we knew that this case was over. Luckily for Daniel Penny, his skin was not like Jordan's. These wonderful white people, I hope they celebrate their Christmas while the Neely family is praying and asking God for comfort.
You know, I'll tell you,
wow.
Right off the bat, what she said 9, I mean, there were black, there were Hispanics on the jury. But maybe the better question is, why did Danny Penny make a decision to protect the African Americans on that subway car, the Hispanics on the subway car? Why did they jump in to hold Jordan Neely down? Because they felt that he was a danger. She's got it backwards. It's about time that instead of denigrating a good Samaritan, we thank God and hope that there's a Danny Penny on a subway car when we're on it confronted with deadly physical force, imminent deadly physical force.
Yeah, I mean, at this in this particular case, implications for how this will be handled in the future, especially in a very dangerous, crime-ridden New York City where people are very scared to get on those train cars.
Well, do you remember they had AR-15s? They had the National Guard down there.
Absolutely.
Dangerous.
Still see it every day when some of us go down there. Judge, the latest on this suspect on the run in the case of the murder right here in Midtown Manhattan of this healthcare CEO. We are told that they've got this guy. They're questioning him. It's about 270 miles from where we're sitting right now and about equal distance from where he murdered that healthcare CEO outside the Hilton here in Midtown Manhattan. Your thoughts as we learn more and see these brand new pictures, which as you were sitting down, we discussed. Some of these pictures, this looks like a completely different person. Is this the person?
Well, look, when you've got experts and facial recognition people and they say it's the same person, I agree. Yeah. Okay, it's not up to me as a layperson to make the assessment that an expert can. But you know, the hairs on the back of my neck went up when they said that they found this person of interest in Pennsylvania. We were looking for Robert Durst, the serial murderer, and we found him in Pennsylvania. But I think that when you've got state, local, federal, NYPD is the best law enforcement agency in the country. I've always said that. But working together, they're going to find the guy. There is no question about it. They probably know who he is, and they're not going to do it and make the arrest until they've got everything they need.
It has the markings of this particular suspect, of somebody who wanted to leave a trail. You look at the markings on the shell casings. You look at what was left in this backpack that allegedly belongs to this person. Any of that send a message to you?
Oh, it absolutely does. There's a game going on here. I think that there is an undercurrent of something else, and I don't want to say yet, but I've got people who've contacted me and said there's more to this than you think. But then you've got this young guy who was dumb enough to flirt with a girl at the hostel and take his mask down.
Right.
I mean, that's like an amateur.
And stop at a Starbucks and a McDonald's and all these other places. Judge, thank you for all of your coverage of the Daniel Penny trial as well.
Thank God.
Many days outside of that courthouse here in New York City. Thank you. All right, John.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.